Hi everyone, and welcome back to Let's Pete Fable Anniversary, part 31, I think? You know what, I mistakenly called it Let's Pete, but we know it's not. It's Let's Peanut. And look at how fluffy this boy is. He is shabby. In fact, you'd start to think that I don't care about him. I just let him get shabby, and he lives outside, and he lives in the woods. Look at this guy. But that's not true. It's just hard to get his haircuts booked, so he's gonna get taken care of soon. But for now, he's cuddled up. He's keeping my arm warm. He's fluffier than ever. And we're back to Fable. And just a quick little note from me. It has been close to a month since I've done this, so the recordings always drop a couple every week. I usually have a batch ready to go, but I'm actually all out, so it's time to get back into this. It's time to do more of these, and gosh darn it, it might be time to get close to finishing up Fable, so can't wait. There's one thing I do want to show. Apparently I did this last time, and after my last video and never showed it, but I actually played around with some more leveling up here, and I've got level 4 Summon and level 4 Ghost Sword, and I want to just talk about that a little bit, so I'm actually going to pop over here. Oh gosh, and I've got to remember all this stuff here. Oh hey, I'm trying to remember stuff here, guy. Come on. Alright, let me get this guy out of here. No problem. Okay, let's go over to the summon spell, right? Now let me think here. Summon. Is it this one? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I summoned a minion. Look at this. Let's have this minion help us fight. Look at this, Minion versus Bandit. What do you think? Now, I've got a lot to say, but I want to get this Minion going first. Dude, you have no chance. You're fighting one of Jack of Blade's minions. You can't beat him, and he drops his pie. Yes. He was trying to steal the Guildmaster's pie. And check this out. Let's do the sword, right? Now, where's that one? Here we go. Yeah? These guys got no chance. They're up against a minion and a sword army. 4 floating swords. Okay, then the army's not fighting at all. Come on, guys. Help these traders out. Look at this. I don't have to do anything anymore. Now, what I heard, this is all well and good, right? But I heard that if the minions kill things, or the summons, if they kill things, you don't get the experience. That's kind of weird, I think. Anyway. So where is this minion coming from? Where is this army coming from? I guess I sort of wrote off summoning early on. It summons a bee when you first get it, and then if the bee kills anything, the summon then upgrades to that. Stupidly, what I didn't realize is that's actually permanent, so then the next time you summon, you're going to get that thing. So what I ended up doing is I summoned the bee. I think I had him maybe kill a beetle, and then I got the beetle, and then I had him kill a bandit, and then I got the bandit, and then I got like a stronger bandit or something. And then I ended up eventually getting a Belverine. And then from that Belverine, I was actually able to have the Belverine kill a minion. So I think over in Witchwood there's minions. Anyway, that did not take long. That took like less than 10 minutes. And now I just have the ability to summon a minion whenever I want. So that's kind of insane to me. I don't think it's going to make or break us, right? But if that was something you want to use in your playthrough, that's actually kind of fun. So, yeah. Neat to do that. Truly, I've played this game many times, all the way back to back in the day, and I didn't realize. I thought it would just, like, upgrade the summon, and then it would just, at the end of the battle, it would always go back to the bee, and it seemed kind of pointless. So, look at that. We're all learning. Actually, okay, speaking of learning, this is going to be a weird video. I'm going to go back to Bowerstone South. One thing I really just haven't done that I actually do want to do, I was thinking about maybe just skipping this. I want to donate the books to the school. It's fun, it's funny, it's silly. I'm kind of thinking that'll be what a lot of this video is, so we'll see how long this takes and what happens. But yes, we're going to continue our quest to educate these poor children. And we've been picking up books the whole game, so let's go do it. Let's just see what happens here. Let's go talk to this guy. Now, what's his name again? Hey, alright. Yeah, I gotta talk to you if you could stop cheering, right? How does this work? There we go, Mr. Gout.
Do you have a donation there, hero?
I do have a donation, absolutely.
Ah, The Trials of Arkan, a classic tale. Must be rather disturbing for you, I would have thought.
Trials of Arkan, let's do it.
Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. Once upon a time, in a village by the sea, lived a boy called Arkan with his family. Peaceful were their lives for many a year, till one day a band of savages did appear, destroyed that peaceful village by the sea, and killed the poor boy's family. But of Arkan himself they found no trace, for the boy had hid in quite a safe place. And though he wished to help in his heart, he stayed hidden till the savages did depart.
This sounds familiar.
Then he emerged to find his whole family killed, and the streets of the village with corpses filled. Oh, dear me, this really is the most unoriginal tosh.
The worst Tosh. And hey, wait a minute. Alright. These kids are going off. That's me! It's talking about me. Is my name Arkan? This is like blowing my mind a little bit. It might be. That's a story written about me, so I don't know, folks. I guess, you know, we're not Rune Master anymore. I guess we're just Tarkin, so, or Arkan. So, that's kind of crazy. Let's keep doing this, though. Alright, settle down, Mr. Gout. I need to keep donating books to you here, buddy. Oh no. I'm getting this guy way too hyped up. Oh no, this is a struggle and a half here. What would be like a fast way to target him? Okay.
'Twas in the latter days of the kingdom old that a boatload of travelers, wheat and rice, fleeing our land for fear of the sword, discovered an island that was true paradise. There were they welcomed by the native folk, with gifts of fruit and fowl and pig and trout, and a strange kind of ale brewed from egg yolk, that the refugees drank till it knocked them out. Soon they were stirred from their peaceful slumbers by the splattery coughs of their gracious hosts,
What?
who had taken ill and were dying in numbers of colds their visitors had brought to their coasts. Ere long, the kindly natives were all but extinct, and as they knew not how to gather nature's bounty, the fate of the foreigners to theirs was linked. They died of starvation, though surrounded by plenty. A few local survivors did their paradise rebuild, erecting this time a great fortress in the sand. It would stop them once more getting killed, lest those bad people from Albion return to their land.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. Wow, what a tale. All right, the other land, huh? I love hearing that there's other lands out there. That's cool. Yeah, the dragons. Let's do it. These kids are gonna love this one.
A long time ago, well before the age of the Old Kingdom, the skies of Albion were full of fearsome, majestic dragons. They flew wherever they wished, ate the people's livestock, rained down fire on their villages, and distressed their damsels. Then came the kingdom of Arkan, and with it heroes who hunted the dragons for sport, almost driving them to extinction. Before long, every home in Albion had dragon scale curtains, dragon claw back scratchers, and dragon foot paperweights. The few remaining dragons fled to the northern wastes, and there they remain to this day. Though they are nowhere near as powerful now as they once were, they still represent a hero's ultimate test.
Okay. We had dragon claw back scratchers. That sounds great. Those mighty dragons reduced to back scratchers. I love that.
How many of you have been to the Witchwood Arena? But have you ever stopped to look at the statues in the Hall of Heroes? Some of the greatest heroes in Albion's history are celebrated there. Mighty champions who conquered the arena and the people's hearts. In the days of the Old Kingdom, heroes would lead their fans into battles, so they could see their skill and bravery in combat. But all too often, spectators would find themselves torn limb from limb by balverines, or caught in the backwash of a hero's spell. And so, the arena was built in Witchwood, to give heroes a permanent stage on which to fight their duels without endangering the audience. Creatures are brought there from all over Albion for heroes to face, and the battles get more elaborate with every year that passes. But one rule remains unchanged. Should either hero wish it, the final battle between them can be fought to the death.
Whoa.
What was a sissy like you doing at the arena?
Look at these kids. Some of them are like sitting backwards here. That's crazy. They used to just, instead of the arena, they used to just lead their followers into battle. I mean, I might have done that a time or two, but it sounds kind of insane. I'm up here just watching the children run back to school. This is so funny. Come on, kids. And where's your teacher, too? They're all filing in here, but I haven't seen Gout run up here yet. It's so funny. This was so neat back in the day, how everybody just had, like, you know, schedules that they would do at certain times of the day. I always found that fascinating. Oh, there's Gout. There he goes. Yeah, that was a big deal back then. I really don't think many games are doing it, and definitely not quite at this level, so it's still pretty impressive. Alright, the Old Kingdom. Cool.
Thank you, Henry. Can any of you tell me who built the ancient pillars at Lookout Point? Yes?
The people in the Old Kingdom, sir.
That's right. They once ruled all of Albion, and the ruins of their cities can still be found wherever you go. The kingdom was founded by a great lord named Archon, who united Albion using the power of the Sword of Eons. But over time, the sword began to corrupt him, and the kingdom fell into darkness. Strange monuments were built to focus the magical power of the kingdom, and terrifying armored figures were summoned to guard them. But at the very height of its power, the Old Kingdom collapsed, and Archon and his sword disappeared. What happened to them? Nobody knows.
I kind of feel like Jack of Blades knows, and maybe I should have been doing these book donations a lot earlier. Very interesting. Oh yeah, Creatures of Albion 3, here we go.
Thank you, hero. Thanks to this kind hero, today's lesson is from Volume 3 of the Creatures of Albion. If trolls ruled the land, and dragons the skies, then the mighty Kraken are masters of the sea. A few men have ever seen a Kraken, and fewer still have lived to tell the tale. Since before the times of the Old Kingdom, these terrifying creatures have lurked in the seas that surround Albion. Their tentacles can grow to be over 100 feet long, and are strong enough to crush a ship like kindling. A brave sailor once drove away a Kraken by hacking off one of those gargantuan tentacles. But to kill one of the beasts, oh, that would truly be a heroic task.
Oh yeah, I wonder if anyone's ever killed a Kraken before. I might know one person who's done it. My mom's a witness, she could tell you. Oh yeah, the Pale Belverine. Cool.
Why don't you stay and listen? There was once a lord who thought himself good with an arrow, until people saw that his lies ran right through to his marrow. Many months in the cells of Bargate he spent, plotting his redemption. And once he was free, he hunted all evil without exception. One day he met his match, a foul and mighty Balverine. He did not die from its bite, but his curse was obscene. He became one of those creatures, and pale as snow was his fur. To kill him came then a red-caped woman, a true connoisseur. A silver arrow pierced his blackened heart and sent him to his grave. And so he died in infamy, without the acceptance he craved.
Oh my gosh, alright. He says we've done a great service and they used to use this in a school production, but it's too big for the kids. It's the bright wizard hat. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, I just put it on. Some say wizard hats are specifically designed to channel the mental energies of will. Others say they are designed to look stupid. Okay. Wow, nice. This one's got some armor rating. It's attractive. It's got an alignment modifier. I kind of like that. Look at that. Well, now this... You almost can't even see me. Now this really... This outfit's starting to come together. The warrior mage, as I'm known. Very cool. Oh, man. Alright, we got that. I'll tell you what here. I don't exactly know how long this video is going to end up being, but I'm going to keep donating some books to him and just record it. And if any of these are particularly funny, I'll show them on camera. And otherwise, I'll just get all these done. And yeah, we'll just call it. And we'll do something more fun on the next video. So we'll just keep watching here, whatever else I decide to include. Tale of Maxley.
There once lived a hob, and Maxley was his name. He was that rarest of hobs, one with a brain. Making his bed in a stream wasn't for him. He'd rather live in a village, there among men. One day he decided to travel to town. He slew a great noble and put on his gown. In Bowerstone by all was he complimented, and though short of stature, he stood proud and erected. Goodness me. But Maxley forgot what he was and grunted hello. And when the men heard his voice, all they did know. They called out for guards, who lopped off his head. It stuck on a spike, dumb and ugly and dead. So when you're about to open your mouth, remember Maxley the hob, for it's better to be thought an idiot than to be killed by a mob.
Yay! Yay!
A great lesson for the children, and they love it. That's a good story. The Northern Wastes.
Do any of you know what lies beyond the 9 seas? Yes?
The Northern Wastes.
Well done, Sue. Legends say that Jack of Blades first appeared there, and that it was the home of a mighty empire. Today, its ancient cities are buried deep beneath the ice. But there are still some who believe the empire will rise again, and that the people of the Northern Wastes will awaken when Albion is united once more.
Interesting. Jack of Blades, Northern Wastes. Okay, okay. The Balverine Slayer.
Balverines are the fiercest creatures in Albion. But there was once a brave young girl for whom they held no fear. One day, a beast attacked Knothole Glade, where she lived. The villagers all ran away until she alone stood to face it. The creature was twice her size, and she fought its teeth and claws armed only with a stake. By the time the warriors arrived, the beast lay dead at the girl's feet, and her dress was soaked with its blood. From that day forth, she was known to all as Scarlet Robe. As she grew older, she became a great hero, driving the evil Balverines from much of Albion and competing in the Witchwood Arena.
Oh, wow. I think my mom would like that story.
I'm gonna be a great hero one day. And I'll kill 17
Did that kid just say he would kill 17 billion Balverines? What? Oh my gosh, the Oakvale Raid.
Today we'll be reading from the Oakvale Raid. Some of you may find what you're about to hear disturbing. I was playing with my teddy bear Rosie when the bandits attacked. The kind boy from up the road had just rescued her from my brother. I didn't know then I would never see them again. It was the screaming that told me they were coming, and I hid under an old cart. From there, I saw the bandits kill all my friends and burn everything I called home. I wanted to help them, but I was so scared I couldn't move. Maybe we should finish this book some other time. In 10, 15 years, perhaps?
Oh my gosh, my wife wrote that book. We married that poor woman. Oh, she's been through a lot. That's crazy. The Tale of Twinblade.
All right, then. Twinblade was once a great hero. A giant of a man, his swords were feared throughout Albion. But at the height of his fame, he abandoned the guild, deciding he had no need to earn gold through quests. He could simply take it. And so, he left for the woods and became a bandit. Over the years, he united the feuding bandit clans until he became their king. He built a vast fortified camp, hidden near Oakvale, and plundered the passing traders as he desired. He was as renowned and feared as he ever was, and now had no guild constraints to hold him back.
Sir, what happened to Twinblade?
He was defeated in a duel by this brave hero who spared his life. But no king can face such a defeat and keep his crown, not even among bandits.
Alright, and I think I did 22 or 23 books, but that's all I have apparently, so not sure if there's a few more books to donate to these people. We'll see if we find any more, but I'm not too terribly worried about that. We got our cool hat. Also, I just noticed I've got my Halo back, so this is a great place to end the video, and I promise we'll do something much more exciting on the next episode of Let's Beat Fable Anniversary. See you then, folks.